Hi everyone and welcome back to the Comic Cave for this week's roundup of the news. Hopefully you've seen the show before and know the format, but if you haven't, I try and talk about all the stories from the geek multiverse that piqued my interest in under 10 minutes. I wasn't actually going to do a show this week because I've been sick, and honestly with the SAG-AFTRA strike, it slowed down entertainment news pretty much to a complete halt. So I am going to do a toy review and talk about some comic stories this week. Please, can I ask you to subscribe to the channel, like and share it with your friends so they can also stay up to date with everything that's been happening. Okay. Oh yeah, I love hearing from you. So drop a comment or say hi and I promise I'll try and message back. I'll get into our top story straight after the intro. Welcome back everyone. So let's get straight into it. And our top story this week would have to be the impact the SAG-AFTRA strike is having on the entertainment industry. Now, I like looking for the silver lining. So the good news is that we'll still be getting House of the Dragon Season 2. Well, that's because it's filmed in the UK, so it doesn't technically fall into the American strike. There are a few outliers like this, but we're yet to see the full impact the strike is going to have. I generally don't like focusing on the negative, so let's see what projects have been impacted and the newly proposed dates. Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to be the shortest wait time between sequels, with an anticipated time of under a year. Unfortunately, it's now been removed from Sony's release schedule with no date given yet. Kraven the Hunter has been delayed from October 6th this year to August the 20th, 2024, and Venom 3 has been pushed back to July 12th, 2024. The new Valentine's movie next year, well, that's going to be Madam Web, and I can see Sony slowly pulling those pieces together for a Spider-Verse and potentially a Sinister Six team-up. The season finale of Secret Invasion happened this week, and while I won't give away any spoilers, there have been many mixed reviews, with quite a few people feeling like the ending was rushed and it just didn't live up to the hype. It's received one of the lowest scores for a Marvel series. I think overall only She-Hulk ranked lower, but the final episode got a viewer rating of only 13%. Looking at upcoming series, the Marvels have confirmed that this will be the sequel to 5 other MCU projects. So hopefully it'll tie up all those plot holes and link them together. So if you want to get ready for the new MCU series, then I suggest you first watch Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, Miss Marvel, WandaVision, and Secret Invasion. Daredevil Born Again is set to have a TV MA rating because it supposedly will have a similar style to the Netflix series and be quite dark with a mature tone. It'll have 2 parts, each consisting of 9 episodes per part, similar to Andor. Now, DC has always done animations better than Marvel. It's the one sphere where they dominate. So I was very happy to hear that DC would be doing an animated Watchmen movie. And at SDCC, they announced that they'd be doing a Crisis on Infinite Earths movie too. I mean, what a brilliant story arc. And I'm really glad they aren't doing it as a live action and rather an animation. There's just too much that needs to go into it. Invincible Season 2 will be coming out on Amazon Prime on November 3rd. I watched the Atom Eve special this week, and it was just as brilliant as I expected. It was sad to hear Lance Reddick's voice. He was one of the leads because he passed away earlier this year. So we've got a little time, and let's talk comics. And as a collector, it's easy to talk about those wins, and because I know I picked up the Greg Land Edge of Spider-Verse issue 2 for cover price. Or I've heard people found Avengers 1 at a garage sale for $10. I mean, sometimes it feels like fishing stories where the tales get over-exaggerated or embellished, but today I decided to talk about the ones that I missed or the ones that got away. And I'm sure we all have those stories. But I was chatting to another comic book fan who came in this week, and I remember passing up a Tales of Suspense issue 39. That's the first appearance of Iron Man. It was CGC'd, not a high grade, but it was a yellow label because it was signed by Stan Lee. And I passed on it, and it was only like $2,200. I was really kicking myself later for that one. Or the time I was offered the Harley Quinn Adam Hughes cover for only $15 each. The guy had 5 of them, and I skipped on that one too. So tell me your story so I don't feel so bad. I mean, you can comment below and we can have a laugh at the ones that got away. I've decided to end the show today with a toy review, and I got this beauty in this week. Now, as you can see, it'll fit into my current Venom pool collection pretty well. And I'll put up a little video. So I'm generally not a fan of PVC statues, and I feel they can kind of be mass-produced and there's less collectability about it, where they won't necessarily go up in price over time or value. But that being said, I like the way that Marvel Gallery statues do the clear windows, so you don't have to take them out of the box to display them. It would protect from dust, and I think that's a big, it's always a problem for most collectors who don't have dust-proof cabinets or displays. So let's get into the figure. Now, most people don't know that Venom Pool, his first appearance was in Cable and Deadpool issue 50 from 2007. Most people think it's from the What If story from 2011. I mean, that's because that issue is more expensive and has Venom Pool on the cover. It has that iconic cover art by Scotty Young. I mean, I remember that was one of my first Grail issues. So let's look at the statue though. I mean, the size, it's fantastic. It's way bigger than the other gallery statues. I mean, I love the pose. It's different to the other ones I have in the collection that have been done of Venom Pool. The base looks nice. I mean, overall, it's just one solid piece. And honestly, I'm going to give it a 7. I mean, it's not a must-have. It's a nice statue if you're a fan of the character. But yeah, listen, let's keep it under time. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you have an amazing week. And I'll catch you on the side of the flipping. Okay, bye.